Hey, we got the bedroom rearranged, so this is our little corner. This is where we'll be. My bed is right here. I have plenty of room. The dogs have there. The TV is eventually going to get moved onto this wall. So that's where my bed used to be. It was behind us. So this is where we're at. So I just had a friend call me. Hold on. Let me back this up a little bit. There was a body found in Onalaska.
Sunday morning, Onalaska officers made their way to the area of Highway 53 and Sand Lake Road for what was said to be a suspicious object.
That's freeway to Muncie.
When officers arrived, they found what was confirmed to be human remains with very little evidence around it.
So it was partially decomposed, so some portions were bones and there was still some remains there.
Now the remains are at the La Crosse Medical Examiner's office, where they hope to find out more.
We are just working now with the medical doctors to look for, any possible signs of the cause of death, if there was any foul play involved or not, just what those types of investigations can reveal.
Chief Ashbeck said the next step is for the detectives to get the autopsy results to find out more, but that could take weeks or even months.
And when I say quicker, a few weeks, if they have to send bone structures off, dental records, other items like that, it can go into the months.
Even though there isn't a lot of evidence to work with and the autopsy may take some time, that isn't going to stop the Onalaska Police Department from trying.
We want to be able to bring closure to, potential family members, relatives, friends that, may have been missing this loved one.
Chief Ashbeck also mentioned he has already begun to look into missing persons to see if anything might line up. Reporting from Onalaska, Kate Overton, News 8 Now.
Well, Onalaska police are working closely with Tyler Henry's family to try to determine if this is him. He is a 36-year-old man who went missing last
on September 2nd in the area of Sand Lake Road and Wells Street in Onalaska, but police want to stress they have not made a positive identification at this time.
Okay, so I'm going to talk about this later tonight. I just wanted to come on and let you guys know that there was remains found. Onalaska is about an hour and 30 minutes from me. Yes, I live in Minnesota, but that doesn't mean Wisconsin isn't right next door. So out of respect for this family, please don't go knocking on their doors. Please don't go calling them. Please don't try to find them on social media. Have some respect. Let the police and the investigators do their job, because this is a very stressful situation if it is their loved one. We're hoping it's not Tyler. So I'm just going to leave it at that. But I know how web sleuths can get. I know how trolls can get. And I know how people in YouTube world can get. I just wanted to bring you this news per se, so that, to keep you up to date. Remains can be just about anybody's loved one. So out of respect, we're going to leave the family alone. We're going to let the investigators do their job. But just to bring awareness that this remains were found when people were doing roadside cleanup. And that's one thing I really want to address. And I noticed in different states, and I don't want to be specific, but we do roadside cleanup. When you're going through the state of Minnesota or the state of Wisconsin, you're going to see highway adopted by so-and-so or a business or a personal family. We actually have adopted roadside. So every year we donate bags and like the pickup sticks or yellow vests, depending on what is needed for roadside cleanup. And we do some roadside cleanup ourselves. It's a volunteer thing. A lot of the times they'll have people that are on like Huber or STS do it as a job. But I want to encourage everybody to get out there and do a roadside cleanup. You're out there searching and doing things. Take a garbage bag with, pick up the junk. I would rather see it bagged up and in garbage bags and gone than laying all over our planet and our states and our counties. When you're driving down the road and you got that burger wrapper, there's garbage cans at every gas station you stop at. Don't be lazy. Don't litter. Put that bag in the trash can. Don't throw it out your window. Thank you for stopping by Dee Dee's Crafty Creations and chat. If you have any questions, please feel free to inbox me. Hey, Mika, how are you? So we'll go over a few things tonight. I did find my stuff on the kids' chromosome deletion and duplication and even the von Wildebrandt. But I'm so glad that I finally got my room done. I've got to go through my clothes. I go through my clothes once a year. I have a pile on my bed. I go through my clothes once a year. And then I donate them to our local resource center. Sometimes they do. That's good. They do like a coat drive in the fall, shoe drive. One of the other things I wanted to talk to you all about is Watts of Love. Watts of Love helps with lighting in third world countries. I've actually donated light bulbs and lamps and certain things like that because a lot of these kids over there, their light source is a heat lamp, which can be very, very dangerous. So we'll talk about Watts of Love. But just a few things that I'm doing right now is I'm going through all of my clothes. Of course, my husband's clothes, because we all know how men act. They save everything. So I'm going to be doing that. And hopefully the bathroom will be done soon so that I can get all the stuff off of my dresser, off my husband's dresser, and get all that put away. As you'll see, that's a picture of my kids right there. My oldest daughter, my oldest son, my middle daughter, my baby daughter. So there's all 7 of them right there. And obviously my youngest daughter is about 1.5 in that picture. And that picture is super old. That picture is over 20 years old, and it's been through the wreck. So I actually want to get it hung up because I love it. It's vintage. It's old. I like the old school. I like the bibs. I like the old style dresses, the hats. But yeah, so those are mine. I gave birth to those children. I gave birth technically to all of my children, but yeah. And then I kind of moved my Christmas tree over there in the corner, but my husband wants me to put it away. I always leave one Christmas tree up all year round. It's just a habit. But I finally got everything rearranged in my bedroom. And then a friend of mine had messaged me and said, hey, did you hear about the remains that they found in Onalaska? And I said, no, I didn't. I will check it out. So I did check it out. They're not necessarily saying that it is Tyler Henry, but he is currently a missing person that went missing in September of 2020. September 2nd, I believe. But this area is just before 10 o'clock on Sunday morning, and Onalaska officers made their way to Highway 53 and Sand Lake Road. A suspicious object is what they said. And the body was, from what the chief said, decomposing. So I kind of got, I mean, you're out in the climate, the weather. Minnesota and Wisconsin are pretty rough when it comes to climate. So let's just keep our fingers crossed. We're going to keep the Henry family in our prayers, and we're not going to jump to conclusions. We're going to let the investigators, and as you heard, and I want to iterate deeply that it takes weeks, months sometimes for this process. It's not an easy job with forensics. it's not a job that I would want to do. Given that you have to give that bad news to a family member or a family. So with that being said, I'm going to hop off here. I will be back on tonight. It is Talk Tuesday. We're going to talk about how we're going to set up the call-in after we discuss a few things. I just don't want a bunch of trolls over here trying to cause drama, because that's not what this channel is about. I am my own entity. This is my channel. We are going to talk about my journeys, my struggles, my children's journeys, their struggles. I am going to cover things in my area, my vicinity, because I have people that reach out to me that want me to. I actually have family that does live in California too. And I've already told them if they find anything else out, I will not be covering a case in California, but I will give the information that they give me to only certain boots on the ground. Okay. So we're not here to monetize or Snapchat, Super Chat, Cash App. We are here for a foundation of learning, caring, loving, hope, faith, and love. Okay. And a journey. Everybody's journey. Everybody struggles in one way, shape, or form. If you get on a platform and you pretend to be perfect, miss me with that, because there ain't no such thing as perfect. I do have a couple craft projects I want to let you guys know about. Very simple, easy, especially with kids and summer. A lot of fun. I'm going to be really busy this next month. I have 2 baby showers, 2, not 1, 2, and I make balloon arches and balloon art. I have done it for many years. I've also, I used to work in the bakery. So I make cakes. I'm very, very crafty, and I like to put my imagination to work and make things, do things. Dallas, I'm going to have to get you a bed or something. So that's what I like to do. I don't like to sit in the house when it's nice out. I like to be outside gardening. I do have new chickens, and my kids named them. And I will find out where Kayla put the names, and I will let you guys know. I know one of them is Pua, Hey, Tabby, but there are 7 of them, so I'm not sure what the other 4's names are. But we will see. I thought about ordering hatching eggs, which I normally do every year, and I order from Hoover's. We didn't do that this year because we had a massive cold spell, and the heat lamp that we had in there, the outlet is too low to the ground, and one of my chickens, I don't know what they did, but it electrocuted the water thing, and like 7 of my chickens got killed by that. So when I lose an animal, I take it very hard. Every one of the dogs that I've ever had are up on this mantle. And I can tell you exactly every one of them. This is Savannah. This is actually Sadie's sister from 4 litters prior. And she was 12. She passed away from cancer. I have Breezy over there, Stormy, and Alara. So Alara was a pug. She was 15. Stormy was a boxer, and she was 2.5. She got hit by a car. And Breezy was, we got her June 23rd of 90, and she passed away February of 2001. So my animals live a very, very long time. We take very good care of them. And Savannah was a Doberman, just like Sadie. Speaking of which, she's not in the bed. What? Yeah, the lady isn't in the bed. She actually got out of bed. She must be downstairs. Somebody must have made a pizza or something, because otherwise she'd be in bed. All right, I'm going to finish up a few things. I'm going to get off here. I will be back tonight. And we will talk about some genetic disorders and some of the things that my kids suffer from, which is chromosome duplication and deletion. And then the von Willebrand, I have all the information on there. Dallas, you got to use the bench. The bench is right here. You know, can you not see it? Come on. The bench is right there. I don't know if you guys can see it. There you go. Get up there. Get up there. Come on. He uses it just like a step. I tried the steps and they just didn't like the steps. I don't know if they were scared of them or what. Are you happy now? Are you happy now? All right. So it's nice though, because I have my own little corner, my own little space. My hubby's got his little corner over there. Because when I had the bedroom the other way, he made the comment. So my side of the bed's over by the window. For real? I'll take the window. Well, that's my side of the bed. Okay. So now his side of the bed is over on that side. This is my side of the bed. I kind of want, I have this light set. That's what I was before I got here. I'll show you guys. So I have this light set. I just got to go to Menards. I just got to go to Menards and get the light bulbs. But they attach to the wall. You can actually hardwire these too, which I thought was pretty cool. And they also come with a light switch. So I'm going to put these above or by my dresser. I thought about putting these by my bed, but I figured that would be too low and my husband would knock it with his dresser. So what was cool about this, hold on, I'll show you. You can actually put them this way too. So they go either or. Now I tightened it. Or you could even angle them either way, up or down, or if you want to do it like if you wanted to put them on your desk, you could do it straight up and down. But like I said, you can hardwire them, or they come with the cord. So I ordered these through which is LTD Commodities. I had actually ordered these for my daughter's room, and she didn't like them. But now she likes them, but asked me if I could spray paint them pink. Now that I want to put them up in my room. They are kind of like an antiqued black. But that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to have my husband put them one on each side of my dresser so that I have the backlighting. I'm not sure how much lighting it's going to be. But have you seen the old Edison bulbs, like the old time bulbs? That's what I'm going to put in here. I thought about putting them on each side of the bed, but like I said, my husband's 6'3", and I could see him smashing his head with this thing. Or if I put him too low, then his dresser would interfere. So I'm going to put him on each side of my dresser. Once I get his shelf hung, I wish I could find a different shelf. Maybe that's what I'll look for, because that shelf is so huge. I mean, I know he likes that shelf because he built that shelf when he was in school, and he is 57, 56. So my husband's 56. He'll be 57 next year. So that shelf is old, and I've painted it 2 different times now. But he loves that shelf, and that's for all of my husband collects Hot Wheels and like different Hot Wheels stuff and Hot Wheels cars. And he loves Dale Earnhardt, so not junior, senior. So he has a lot of Dale Earnhardt stuff and cars and knives that are in those. I don't know if you could see it. His dresser is a hot mess, just like mine. So that shelf doesn't really fit, but I'm thinking about just mounting it, and then I'm going to mount. I don't know if you could see my mirror. So there's my mirror, and on each side of the mirror, because that post is in the way. Hold on. Let me scoot you down. Well, no matter how I scoot you down. Okay. So I would put it on each side of my dresser. I don't want to do anything right now because I plan on repainting my room a real It's a real light blue. It's called Ocean Mist. So it's really, really a light blue. I like more of the calmer colors. I actually painted this green because I love this country. It's called country chick green, or a lot of people say it's olive. But yeah, so I really like these, so that's what I'm gonna do. I wanted to show you guys these quick. So I have a lot of projects going on, like in here, and that's my problem. I'm all over the house and all over the place. So eventually everything will get done, and then I won't have any. Well, no, I'll have something more to do. Believe me. So my plan is, and I've got it set up perfect in here now. So if I want to paint that wall, all I got to do is slide this stuff forward, paint that wall, slide the stuff back. So I could do 2 coats, do the corners and do it to a certain extent, make sure that that's done, slide everything back, put everything up on the wall, and then slide the bed out, do that wall. Same thing all the way to this wall. And then, you know, just all the way around the room. Like I could do behind the door even when I did that wall. So, I mean, I did set it up to where I can paint it. I did paint it, or I did lay it out the way it's easy to paint. I really wanted my bed, because this is the wall my bed was up against this morning. I really wanted my bed over here, but it just didn't work. And I'm kind of sad about it. I really am. But what do I do? And then I just wanted to let everybody know the medications that are on my dresser, because somebody had messaged me and they're like, shouldn't you put that up? Don't you have little kids? And I don't know if they were just being mean in Messenger and then they blocked me right away. But I just wanted to show you guys something. We do have a safe over here underneath the Christmas tree. That's a safe. And there's another safe in between my dresser and my husband's dresser. Certain medications do get locked up. The stuff that's over there, the first bottle, that is my vitamin B, and that's 50,000 milligrams. Okay. That's something I take daily. There's medications over there for my kids that they have to remember to take, Singular, stuff like that. Kayla takes a special medication for her von Willebrand. That stuff has to be accessible. They don't know the comms to these safes, and this isn't something that they've had that have to be locked up. We've already discussed it, number 1, with our doctor. Number 2, every so often or every year, there's a state inspection on foster parents or emergency care foster parents. And I just had my inspection with this hot mess with the bathroom remodel. So she's coming back at the end of this month. So no, the 15th. I'm sorry, May 15th. So by then everything will be, put away and then where it's supposed to go. And she completely understood. I've worked with the same boss for 15 years because she's my second boss through the county. But so if you want to message me on Facebook and trying to think that you're gonna mom shame me or try to be rude, the kids are allowed to come get their medications so that I make sure that they take them. They go in the bathroom, they get their little cup for their water, they come in here, they take their meds. That way we make sure that they take them. But the safes are locked with the medications that are dangerous or considered something that it shouldn't be in somebody else's hands, just to address that. So that is what I was going to cover on that. I just thought it was kind of funny. I'm like, I had a message request on Facebook and I'm like, oh, okay. And it was drama. So I wasn't even going to address it, but I wanted to let you know, thank you for your concern. But those are daily medications that my kids have to take, and they can be out. And a lot of that is my hair stuff over there, my Bath and Body Works stuff, a box with these lights. There's another box, or no, there's another light set over there that goes behind my thing for my bed, but I'm going to be washing that, and I'm actually going to try to attach those lights differently this time when I hang them. we'll see. I like the elegance of it and how nice it makes it look. Like when you walk in, it makes it just kind of, it makes me smile. Having the lights behind the little awning thing on my bed makes me smile. It's kind of romantic, and I don't know. I've always slept with a nightlight on. I'll get into that on my journey. Yeah, I'm 47 and I still sleep with a light on. I probably always will. So that's one thing I want to cover. Trying to think what else. I think that was it. And like I said, I'll be back on a night. We're going to talk about what chromosome deletion and duplication is, and what Arnold Chiari is, and what von Willebrand is. We probably won't get all of them in tonight, but we could start. It was something that really shocked me because I do have a son that has Asperger's. So it was a whole different ballgame. It was something very different. And it's always going to be very different. I'll describe it later. So if you want to come back later tonight, that's what our topic's going to be. And then we will set up a night where people can come in and call in and let me know, where they can talk about, what they're dealing with as far as the chromosomal deletion or duplication, or if their loved one has Arnold Chiari or the chromosomal deletion or duplication, or if their loved one has von Willebrand. And like I said, we'll get on those subjects, because I'll tell you what, how we found out. My 11-year-old son actually saved my 14-year-old daughter's life. So we didn't know she had von Willebrand until September of last year, September of 2020. So stay tuned, and I will see you guys later tonight. Oh, by the way, my husband works third shift, so I will not come on because he comes in this room and he sleeps. I've kicked him upstairs. Our attic is completely done, and it's sectioned off to 3 rooms, but there's no dividers. So sometimes I can kick him out of the room to go up there on the weekends, but during the week he wants his bed. So he usually leaves for work about 9:30, quarter to 10. So I'm going to say I will be on at 9:45 Central Standard Time, because I do live in Minnesota. So that's what time I will be on, is 9:45 p.m. tonight. I will probably be in my jammies. So I just like my jammies. This is actually an outfit. Surprise, I was in my jammies yesterday. But so we will get into our journey, slow but sure. I just want to go over the medical stuff that my kids suffer from. And everybody knows the fetal alcohol syndrome. That was diagnosed. A week after this picture was taken at Chuck E. Cheese. Okay. This is my son. And he was 9 months old in this picture. Weight-wise, he was the size of a 4-month-old baby. He weighed 15 pounds in this picture. He suffered from failure to thrive and a whole bunch of other things. So this picture was taken. You can see the date. The day after his birthday. Oh, so he was older. So yeah, this is the right one. I'm thinking, I have so many of these pictures. We went to Chuck E. Cheese. My kids' birthdays, not all of them, but I have 2 birthdays in June, 3 birthdays in July, 3 birthdays in August, none in September, 1 in October, none in November, my son-in-law's in December. My twins were born in January, and my daughter's birthday is March, my husband's March. It goes, so we'll start off the year. It goes, my twins, January 16th, my husband, March 13th, my daughter, March 22nd. Then my birthday is April 23rd. Then it goes, my granddaughter, my grandson, and they are They are 6 days apart, 5 years apart. They're born in the same month. Then I have 3 birthdays in June. AJ, Kelsey. 3, Jacob. And then my daughter's girlfriend is also in June. So technically this year we have 4. But when my kids were younger, we used to go to Chuck E. Cheese for their birthday. Had I known, back then that I could have saved money and just did these. But they love Chuck E. Cheese. So long story short, we had been to Chuck E. Cheese like 8 times that summer. But yeah, so the date's on there. That's me. I don't know if you could see it. That's my fat head back there. And that's my baby. Like, that's my favorite picture of me and him. Absolute favorite. And then this my baby. That's Jacob. That's one of my older sons. He is 25 in June this year. Yes. All right. I have to get off here. Oh. There's a picture of my girls. 2 of my girls. I'm like, you see back here? The younger 7. And then I have pictures of the younger 2. So, and then I have bonus kids in between there. Thanks. I do. I like to get my kids in bed around that time too. And my kids go to bed between 8 and 8:30. So, oh boy. So I'm going to let everybody go because I have a cat getting into trouble. And I hear my granddaughter. So I will talk to you all tonight. Stay safe and have a blessed rest of your day.